We now turn to West Asia, where Israel launched airstrikes in South Lebanon, the latest in a series of near-daily attacks across the border region. Israel says the strikes are aimed at preventing Hezbollah from rebuilding its military capabilities, whilst Hezbollah insists it has followed all requirements under the US-backed ceasefire signed last November. The Israeli military claims it issued warnings online before launching the strikes, identifying specific buildings it said it intended to target in 4 southern villages. Residents were seen fleeing before strikes hit multiple locations, sending thick smoke into the sky. The Israeli army said it was striking weapons storage facilities linked to Hezbollah's rocket unit, adding that the targets were quote-unquote in the heart of the civilian population. Then early on Wednesday, Lebanon's health ministry reported that a separate Israeli strike in the southern village of Al-Tiri left 1 person dead and at least 11 others injured. Israel said the target was a Hezbollah member, allegedly working to quote-unquote re-establish readiness in the area. The Israeli Defense Forces also said it identified a Hezbollah headquarter and weapons depot at multiple locations. A Hezbollah official, however, dismissed the allegations, calling them false and designed to justify continued strikes. On Tuesday, at least 13 people were killed in a refugee camp near the coastal city of Sidon. Israel says it hit a Hamas compound responsible for attacks. However, Hamas denies having any military presence in the camp. Reports also suggest Tuesday's escalation was one of the deadliest strikes in Lebanon since last year's war. Since the war in Gaza started, Israel has launched strikes in Lebanon against the Iran-backed Hezbollah group and a range of armed organizations. Now, the United States has recently increased pressure on Lebanon to curb Hezbollah's influence. Washington even cancelled a planned visit by Lebanese army commander after expressing displeasure with a Lebanese military statement that accused Israel of disrupting stability in the region. In a sign of wider regional tensions, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu traveled to a military site inside an occupied territory belonging to Syria on Wednesday. He said the mission carried both defensive and offensive importance, warning that conditions could shift at any time.
We attribute immense importance to our capability, both defensive and offensive here, protecting our Druze allies and mainly protecting the State of Israel and its northern border facing the Golan. This is a mission that can develop at any moment, but we trust you. And I very, very much appreciate not only what you are doing, but also the fact that your families are mobilized for this. I want to pass along thanks not only from the government of Israel, but also from the citizens of Israel and from the State of Israel. Thank you very much.
Netanyahu's visit came as US President Donald Trump said Washington was working closely with Israel on efforts to redefine ties with Syria following his meeting with Syrian President Al-Sharaa at the White House earlier this month. The conflict that broke out in October 2023 after Hamas attacked Israel has spilled over, with Israel attacking Iran-backed proxies in multiple regions. Lebanon maintains that Israel has breached the agreement by continuing to occupy positions in the south, but as tensions along the border continue to rise.
I was a revolutionary. I became a ruler. I claimed to protect my people. I terrorized them instead. I built palaces. I started wars. I lost everything. Some called me a defender of Arab pride. History remembers me as a dictator. Who am I?